Signs of life in the refinance market. Let's talk about it on Today in Mortgages. Rich, some signs of life out there. We'll talk about it, but how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing great, especially with this article.
All
This
right.
is the
Well,
one I want to believe.
that's the one. Yeah. We'll talk about what we should and shouldn't believe. But before we get started in this episode, I did want to talk about the survey that we're running right now. This Today in Mortgage Loan Officer Benchmarking Survey is a great way for our audience to understand, as loan officers, where they fall in the industry compared to their peers when it comes to comp and pricing, technology, marketing, support, all of the things that make loan officers successful. If you want to see all those things and more, go check out that survey. It is at todayinmortgages.com. Know more, make better decisions. Rich, let's get into our article today. You sent this to me. It is from CNBC. The article says refinance demand is 81% higher than it was a year ago, thanks to falling mortgage rates. So, Rich, like you said at the top, this is something we want to believe. Should we believe this article?
We've been smelling it for a long time, little sniffs, but now we're actually seeing it internally at Network Funding, and I'm sure that the rest of the industry is also seeing it because of the dips in interest rate, and it's just nice to actually see an outcome that we've been talking about for months on this podcast, that it just takes it to get a little closer to 6% and people make moves. Because Michael, 20% of all mortgages, all outstanding mortgages today are 6% or above. And when you've got, I think it's like $11 trillion in tappable equity out there, there's going to be some people that are going to leverage their equity that they've earned in their homes to do things like home improvements and, debt consolidation and that type, and paying for college. So there's a lot of use for that equity. And the closer the rate gets to 6 and even a 5 handle, you're going to start to see the activity pick up.
Yeah, Rich, I'm sure everyone out there who is in the mortgage profession is kind of tracking these things pretty closely. But if there's people watching this that are not, maybe, where were rates? Where have they come to? And tell us how even that small adjustment makes a big difference, and maybe what we can look forward to moving forward.
Look, there are a lot of buyers that paid over 7.5% in interest rate over the last couple of years. So those are a lot of folks that can save a considerable amount of money today, even at where the rates are today. So I would say to those folks, if you've bought your home in the last 24 months, you need to reach out to a trusted loan advisor and get ready. If maybe right now is not the time, maybe next week or the week after, the way these rates are moving, there's going to be small pockets that are going to be the best for you to lock an interest rate in. But you have to be, you have to choose an advisor that you trust that's going to manage that for you and let you know, I think we should pull the trigger on a rate lock, and then just turn the news off and then finish out your refinance. Because if you can save enough money and get a good return on investment, this is going to be the time to do it.
Absolutely, Rich. And so we saw this 81% jump over last year. That is a pretty significant number, 81%. So that's good for us, good for the industry, good for the economy. And hopefully it means that people are able to get some relief from a lot of the pain that has been felt out there with inflation and all those things. So, Rich, more positive signs in the economy right now going into the end of the year. We're excited about 2026. What are you excited about for 2026 specifically with the industry and with our company?
Well, first, I would have been excited about this article if it said 50%. So the fact that it came in 81% higher than this time last year is pretty exciting. For those of us in the industry that are looking to really help our clients out right now, that's a big number. So going forward, I like the trend. The trend is your friend, as our friend Bill Bodner says. The trend is down, and that's going, originators in our business, that's your friend, because then it opens up more buying opportunities for you pre-qualified buyers, but also the refinance opportunity for the folks that did pull the trigger and buy in the last 2 years. So be the pro, make sure you're staying on top of your database, having those mortgage reviews with your clients once a month, once a quarter, definitely once every 6 months right now. But stay on top of them so that you can service them properly and help them save a little bit of money monthly.
Rich, before we sign off this, any final words you have on refinance or anything else going on right now?
Yeah, man. Make sure that if you're an originator in the industry and you're part of our audience, make sure you try that. Give that survey a try. But also, man, things are moving in a positive directions for both buyers and sellers and originators and real estate agents. So let's just celebrate these small victories.
Big things happening. If you're out there, you're looking for a place to grow in 2026, we definitely suggest taking a look at network funding. You can find out all you need to know about how you can become the best you at the network by going to the link at u.nflp.com and checking out all there is to know. Rich, thanks so much for being on with us today. Thanks everyone out there for watching and listening. We'll talk to you next time on Today in Mortgages. Today Mortgages is produced by Network Funding LP, which is an equal housing lender, NMLS 2297. The content of this program is meant to be a commentary on mortgage and real estate news, and any discussion of rates and or products should not be taken as an individual mortgage or home buying advice or pricing estimates. And any commentary on this show should not be considered a promise to make a loan. All applicants for a loan must qualify, and you should consult a professional regarding your individual loan scenarios for your financial situation. Visit our website at nflp.com/licenses for all state licensing and other legal information.